I'm gonna tell you how to turn more of the people that are watching your videos into subscribers, and we're starting right now. Today's question comes from Smokin' Joe's Pit Barbecue. Joe says, Nick, first off, thank you for helping me get to 50,000 subscribers. Congratulations, high five and fist bump to you for crossing 50,000 subscribers, by the way. But he continues to say, I've implemented so much of your advice that has helped my channel immensely. My question is, 90% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. What are your best tips on turning those non-subscribers into subscribers? Thanks again, Joe. Thank you for this question, Joe, because this is something that I think a lot of content creators are concerned about, or just something that they want to know. Like the people that are coming in and watching my videos, how to get more of those people to actually hit the subscribe button and come in and keep actually interacting with what it is that I'm doing. How do you do that? Well, through all the things that I'm gonna talk about here, the very top of the list, of course, and Joe, you know this already because you've been able to accumulate 50,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, but for everybody watching this, the very first thing at the very top of the list, of course, is to make sure that you're adding value to the people that are watching your content. And look, I know a lot of people are like, okay, well, hey, what does that even mean? Because value is interpreted in so many different ways. Here's what I mean. With every video you make, it's important to think to yourself, the person that's gonna be watching this video, after this video is complete, what are they gonna get out of it? Are they gonna learn something? Are they gonna be entertained because you're funny? Are they gonna think about something in a different way? Are they gonna be inspired? Are they gonna be motivated to take action on something or to make some type of change in their life? Or are you just helping them escape from their day-to-day life? You know, a little bit of escapism while watching your content. Like, what is it exactly that you provide the viewers that are interacting with your content? Define it. After you define it, the next step is, of course, spread awareness about that value that you're bringing to your viewers. You can do this through verbal or visual cues. Here's what I mean. When someone's watching your video, the visual way that you can do it is to literally express the value that you offer through a graphic on the screen. Now, this can be something that pops up down here, or it can be a full screen graphic that takes up the whole thing and just lets people know what it is that you're offering on the channel on a regular basis. On the verbal side, it's a little bit different. On the verbal side, you can do it in an interruptive way to where you literally stop the entire video in order to remind people to subscribe or to let them know the value that you have. For example, in my content, sometimes you'll see videos where I'll say something along the lines of, I'm Nick, if you wanna learn how to grow your channel, make videos and all types of other YouTube related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. When I do those, and it converts better from a viewer to subscriber ratio, by the way, but I take it out in a lot of cases just because I respect your time as a viewer, but I'm actually experimenting with it back and forth right now, just as, you know, just as an additional experiment, because that's just, you know, what we got to do here on YouTube. But anyway, when you do it in an interruptive way like that, like I mentioned in that little clip, it takes away from the viewer's time, right? It adds value in terms of letting them know that you have more content like that, or the exact value that they're going to get from watching your content. However, it is pretty interruptive to your content, even though it can be effective if you do it right. If you're just getting started, I recommend that you do not take that approach at all, because it's easier to mess it up than it is to get it right. The second way to spread awareness, which is not intrusive, is to casually mention what it is that you offer on a regular basis while you're just doing your content. For example, in Joe's case, while he's making his barbecue and he's showing people how to make amazing barbecue, one of the things that he can do is while he's actually waiting for something to cook, or he's flipping something over, or doing something where he wouldn't normally be talking, he can simply say something like, by the way, if you want to learn the ins and outs of making incredible barbecue, remember to subscribe. It's non-intrusive, it's a mention in passing, and the goal of that mention in passing is just to simply remind people, hey, you're enjoying this content, now's the time to subscribe, right? You're bringing it to the top of their awareness in that moment in time in your video. That's the idea. Doing this type of thing is called a call to action, and the idea is that you are spreading awareness about the value that you offer, and then you're calling people to action in terms of asking them to subscribe to your YouTube channel. The cool thing with calls to action is that they are effective in everything. Marketers use them, YouTubers use them, TikTokers use them, they use them in podcasts, they use them on web pages. Calls to action are the way that you give people a nudge to take action on what it is that you're saying, which in this case would be getting them to subscribe to your YouTube channel. The next thing that you want to do to increase the amount of subscribers that you're getting, if you're trying to give yourself every advantage possible, is to make sure that you set up your channel page in a way that helps the people that are interacting with your content find the content that matters to them most in the easiest way possible. For example, if I watch a Smokin' Joe's Pit barbecue video and I'm like, wow, this is great. I just learned how to make something that I've been waiting to learn how to make for a while, or I love this person's personality, or whatever the thing is. I wanna see what other content they have available. I click on the username of Joe, I click on his username, and then I land on his channel page after I do that. And it doesn't matter if I'm doing this on a computer or on a mobile device. When I land on his channel page, there's opportunity there for Joe to convert me into a subscriber. And you have the same exact opportunity for your viewers as well. When they land on your channel page, simply put in your channel art the value that you offer. So take all of the value that you offer in your YouTube channel, condense it down into a small phrase or a very small sentence. It's called a value proposition that lets people know, hey, this is what you're gonna get from me on this channel. And the win here, when you add this to your channel art, is for those people that click on your username, they land on your channel page, or if somebody shares your content out, they land on your channel page, it spreads awareness to them right there in that moment saying, I've got more content like this. I've got more content that is exactly the type of content that you just enjoyed. So you're spreading awareness with that. And in addition to that, when you also structure your channel page in a way by adding playlists and then adding those playlists as sections to your channel page, you can see my channel page as an example of this. When you add those sections of playlists in there, you also start categorizing content based on the things that people come to your channel for. And the win there is that when they land on your channel page and they start scrolling around and clicking around looking for additional content of yours to watch, you make it easy to funnel those people into sets of content that matter most to them. And if they haven't already subscribed and you're making it easy for them to find more of your content on your channel page that they care about, then what's happening there is you're driving them into more videos. And as they watch more videos, that gets them more familiar with you and what it is that you do, which then increases your chance of earning them as a subscriber right there on the spot. But even better is what happens on the back end of YouTube. If people come in, they watch more than one video on your YouTube channel. If people just keep watching videos on your channel, then YouTube, even if they don't subscribe, YouTube will show your content to them on their homepage. It'll show it next to other videos when they're watching other content. And when that happens, if you didn't get a chance to earn them as a subscriber during that session, that's also an additional opportunity to catch them at a later date because they are enjoying your content. So because of that, even if they don't subscribe in that moment, as long as they're enjoying your content, right, which goes back to the first thing of making sure that you're adding that value, but as long as they're enjoying your content and YouTube detects that, then YouTube's gonna keep showing them your videos if they're subscribed or not, which is one of the many reasons that I love YouTube. But the idea is to spread awareness, you know, because when somebody's watching a video, they're engaged in the video. They're like, hey, this is an awesome video. You know, they're not thinking like we do as YouTube content creators. They're not thinking like, oh, hey, I gotta make sure I subscribe here and all this, that, and the other thing. They don't know how YouTube works. They don't know anything about it. They're civilians. So because of that, you have to make sure that you're spreading the awareness about the value that they're gonna get from what it is that you're doing. And of course, you gotta make sure that you continue to just make awesome content that your viewers enjoy so that it's worth subscribing to, and so that as long as you're making that great content, YouTube will also continue to bring in new viewers that you can in turn convert into subscribers as well. That's how your channel grows. And as a quick heads up, I do have a link in the description to tubertools.com, which is my website where you can get graphics that will help remind people to subscribe as well. But it's more important to me that you click into this video right here that's gonna teach you more about growing your YouTube channel. And then you can check out tubertools.com later. So click into that playlist now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.